last time I was live, my dad and my brother, well, my brother texted me, hey, dickwad, basically. And so in our language, that means, hey, come downstairs, like food. And my dad made food, and he's like, you're being rude earlier. Also, my hair's like long now. Wow. It's getting longer. Y'all have seen my hair like this before. I was thinking, okay, like, ride my bike that far from my house to go work at, like, Berlin. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I can, like, work, like, around my, neighborhood and stuff. Like, there's a Target and, like, a Kohl's and stuff that aren't too far from my house. And there's also, I mean, like, it's kind of like you have to ride your bike, obviously, because, like, it's the middle of summer. But, like, those aren't too far, so I could work there. There's a Carl's Jr. over there and shit, too. So, like, ride my bike there. But then again, I don't really want to go that far, too, because I don't like morning commutes. I don't like commuting too much. I mean, I'd get a tan from riding my bike, but it's like I'd be all sweaty and I had to bring my makeup wipes. And also, these are, like, actually kind of good. They, like, kind of hurt your skin if you rub, like, really hard, but, yeah, I mean, they have alcohol, like, not rubbing alcohol, but alcohol did not. And that's abbreviated, so I'm assuming that's supposed to mean something, but it's like, it's safe for the skin. But it's like, it kind of hurts a little bit if you leave it on too long, but too long. Oh my god, I, like, just had festival, I'm sorry. That's why I had a face mask on last time I went live and no one watched it, which is completely okay, but, like, I want to be popular. Not really. I want to be popular. Sorry, my everything itches. Like, everything's itching because I just shaved. Like, for festival, yeah. I mean, festival was fun, so. What's nice? Festival? Festival was nice. Oof, I don't know who you are. Keep going. I don't know what keep going means. I'm scratching, like, okay, never mind. Anyway, festival wasn't that much fun. Dude. The package? You can fuck off. I don't know what you're talking about, honestly. When in doubt, just play with a lipstick that makes not a gunshot noise. My last brain cell died. Okay. Oh, so my brother decided it would be fucking amazing. Off if you're gonna be like that. I don't know what. No. So my brother decided it would be fucking hilarious if he came up to me with a pad. No, you can fuck off. Okay. I forgot. Oh my god, what was I saying? Holy fuck, man, I had the memory of a goldfish. People, I'm wearing pants, okay? Like, everything fucking bitches, like, don't be nasty on here, I'm fucking 17, you can fuck off. I do not appreciate that. Women do not appreciate that. What I was saying earlier. Just to think. Probably. I don't know. know. Festival wasn't good. I have videos. Also, for those who don't know, I'm still in high school, yes. Gonna be a senior. If you want to be nasty, you can fuck off right now. If you're gonna say shit like that person was saying, which I don't know if it'll show up if people end up... Usually Nina, if Nina watches these, or like Allie or someone like who knows me watches them, I don't know if will it be able to see those messages because I kind of deleted them. So yeah, but person was saying nasty stuff and they might still be watching, and if you're watching, you can fuck off right now because that was nasty and I do not appreciate it, and I don't want people like that watching my channel. Okay, if you want to watch me and like be like like that, you can fuck off because that's just nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. On my face, yes. Exactly what I was doing. Oh yeah, I was gonna dye my hair over the summer, and my dad's like, oh yeah, that was this year, wasn't it? Because my dad totally forgot, and he was like trying to get me to not dye my hair again. But I'm like, no, I want to dye. He's like, oh, if you get a job. Dude, literally my whole fucking body itches. Hold on. Hold up. Yeah. Do I have anti-itch anywhere? I remember what I was saying. God damn it, my fucking legs are itchy. Everything itches. Like, here, everything. But I remembered what I was saying. George decided it would be fucking hilarious to come up to me with a sanding pad and just start sanding my arm. For some fucking reason, like, the fuck? So now I have like bruises on my arm, which are fucking dark. I have a scrape there, scrapes here, a bruise on my hand because he did that earlier because I was fucking around with him. Okay, these need to be pulled down. I swear. Y'all can see, right? They're shorts. We decided to work on our garden. Actually. But we decided to work on our garden / backyard. Which I guess for most people you just say yard. Because no one really has a front yard in America anymore. Where's my nail polish remover? I just had it. Oh, it's right here. I'm stupid. Nail polish remover, non-acetone. I tell this story every time on my channel, but my dad went up to some lady asking for acetone, aka nail polish remover, and it's like, oh, does it have acetone in it? Because that's what gets rid of my nail polish really well. And he's the fucking only one who grabbed. Or she's the only one who told him, oh no, grab the one that's like the only one that says non-acetone, and it's like, smells like chemicals, but it's like really weird. But I'm only redoing my nails. And I'm just gonna paint them like black or something, probably. I mean, I like this color, but like... Okay, I think the person who just left was the person who was being nasty, so I feel like way more comfortable now. Like, I don't have to take that shit. Girls, you don't have to fucking take that shit. Also, this... Yeah, it's scratching, but it's not like, like, no, I ain't rubbing down there. No, it's fucking scratching the fucking hair all right here. That's, like, fucking growing back. Because, like, I have hair all right here. All right here, there's hair. Hope y'all know that. That's a bit personal, but, like... Okay, first of all, this person can fuck off and not text me right now. Because, like, they don't text me the whole day, and then they text me, like, at 8, maybe 9 o'clock at night, and I'm like, it's my bedtime. I have dirt under my nails, and that's gross, and I don't want to see that, so that's also another reason why I'm painting my nails black. But, I want to, like, do stuff this summer, and I'm thinking, okay, I can just, like, work at McDonald's and, like, earn shit money. like, oh god, this is the fucking worst. But it's like, minimum wage, obviously. Unless I'm like really good and they fucking promote me to like, oh, you watching over. Like, no, they're not gonna promote me within like 2-3 months. But I'm just like, yeah, I can work pretty much like the whole summer because I never go anywhere. And like, I'm just literally like, hey, Joe, because my brother might work at Lowell's because they're actually hiring. He's like, what do you mean that employee discount's gonna go towards me and my 14 hatchets? And I'm like, George, what? He's like, what? He makes a really fun. He made so many funny jokes in not Home Depot, Lowe's today. It was pretty fucking funny. Joke on not on in a movie. I think it was The Meaning Life or something like that. It was a Monty Python movie, and it was so fucking long. But like there was one scene where it's like, "Cause I'm a Roman Catholic." First of all, dude, I've done so many songs by Eric. I know so many. Like everything in Spamalot and like a few others that were just like in movies. Okay, so some of them were like in Spamalot, like they were all like in the Life of Brian, like always look on the bright side of life. Life of Brian originally. That's true. It's funny because we don't have like British humor like that here in America. We have called we have Monty Python and like that's pretty much it. Like we don't even have like the young ones. Like I can't think of literally like we have no fucking British comedy. Like anything the Beatles ever did, like in their movies, no one got here in America because they're not British. And like, why would we get that? Wow. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess it's like, oh, it's the Beatles. You should like. No, it's not. But yeah, not really. We didn't know shit. You'll see it's on the show. Keep 'em laughing as you go. Just remember that the last laugh is on you and always. Big titty goth girlfriend. Friend was about someone we used to know in middle school. I liked her because she was the big titty goth girlfriend. Honestly, fucking true though. But then again, I was like big titty goth too. But like, I mean, I didn't fucking flaunt it off like some like that fucking chick. That I know who she was talking about, and I'm like, oh yeah, she did like she had fucking bigger boobs than. See, I think they might have been the same size because we were like the same size in middle school probably. But like she was like 4'8", 4'9". So she was like a short, big titty goth girlfriend. And I'm like, oof. Like hopping back on here and I don't know who the fuck it is. It might be different people, but I hope it's not that creepy guy again because that was just fucking gross. Because I think I deleted the messages here on YouTube and put like a proctor on it, or not a proctor, like a hey, no, shut the fuck up, you can't comment here anymore. Fuck off, because you can't actually block people on YouTube really without like having to go through YouTube. But yeah, no, he was like saying, oh, rub your privates and stuff like that. So he's gone now. Is this too like emo and scene? I feel like it is, but I'm like, for my friend tomorrow, but I'm gonna wear like best buddy colors, so like orange, teal, yellow, and like I think purple are the best buddy colors. And I was just gonna wear like my yellow dress or something, even though it's not that goth or emo or anything. It's just kind of like, oh, what the fuck, you look like a bumblebee. But it's curly too. So right now it's like, right, like I didn't do anything aside from put oil in my hair and my spray stuff, but the spray is only like lemon juice. Brian. Like 4'8" and like big titty goth girlfriend as fuck. And she's actually pregnant now. Like, I mean, she's 17. She's gonna be 18, but it's like with a 20-year-old or something. Gonna like, it's funny because she was like, oh yeah, they're both like, but it's like, it's so weird to like see someone. It's like, oh yeah, I didn't like it. Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. God, I can't fucking believe that shit. Emily, like, there was some girl and like, cause we grew up poor, and so, you know, we're still poor. Like, we don't have a lot of money, and like we're like looking up shit to do, like projects around the house and crap. And it's like we don't have a lot of money, so it's like he was telling us stuff. He's like, hey, you know, we don't have a lot of money, sweetheart. But it's like, oh, we'll get these things done with our yard, so that's pretty fun. A-okay, right? I think I can't see what I'm doing. I'm gonna call Brian. Stop thinking about babes, Mom. I'm not thinking about babes or girls or whatever that shit was. Fuck. I just fucking got that like all over my leg. Emo. Oh. It's gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. The word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. Be You probably can't hear, but my dad's playing Wonderwall, and I'm like, but then again, my dad uses a capo to play that, so like, whenever he taught me how to play it, I only know how to play with a capo, and like nothing else. Know about you now, because maybe. Was astronomer chick on YouTube, and like it was like 60 symbols or deep space, and like she like just got a PhD, and she's like telling all the viewers about, she's like, I just got it, and like she joined the Nottingham science team. So like, yeah. Got like really excited, like I think one of the more recent videos that they did, like the beehive cluster or something like that, or beehive structure in the galaxy, something weird, like, or I think it was called Deep Skies videos, but it was Dr. Becky, and I found it so adorable that she was like, I finally had enough colors to paint my nails, like the solar system. So she's like, I got the solar system. And then she has like the Oort cloud on her thumb. She's like, I just wanted to use the silver. And I'm like, that is so fucking adorable. Like, I feel that. Okay, so like this New York Colors nail polish. Hold up, how old is this? This is like older than me. Quick dry nail polish with minerals. New. Meanwhile, this one's Chinatown, and it was made in so old. Back, and I'm like, that's not what these symbols look like anymore. This label to you real quick. DP free, toluene free, and free of added formaldehyde. Y'all know what fucking formaldehyde? We use that to preserve bodies. A mortician at one point in my life, so I knew like a bunch of like different chemicals that they used. Formaldehyde being one. Oh my god, this is like not drying. Like, what the fuck? Pringles. In my one class, because my teacher sells snacks, so she's like, oh, I'm like the vendor. Not really. I guess it's called a student store, but it's for student council. They like buy snacks and they sell them. Hey, my friend says she got her Instagram back. I'm assuming she got like kicked out of Instagram. But I was gonna get Pringles, and the girl who went before me to get snacks grabbed the last Pringles that I wanted, and it was a sour cream in it, you know, the green can. So I'm like, I don't want normal Pringles. And then someone else grabbed Pringles. So I'm like, now I can't even have Pringles. So I settle on a Reese's peanut butter cup. And I was very disappointed today because of that. Why? Because I didn't get Pringles. I was upset over Pringles. That's depressing. But then again, you know what else is depressing? Wanting to work at McDonald's in the future. Because don't want to walk 4 miles to work every day. Or take the bus like 5 miles. And go through traffic. Because we scared of cars and shit. I'm like, I fucking, like, I'm not even driving and I'm scared of the people on the road. Like, I shouldn't be right now. But, like, I have too much anxiety. I'm upset over Pringles, so, like, so I just settled on a fucking Reese's peanut butter cup, which was, like, I gotta crack myself up. It's funny, I was, never mind, I have it in my backpack. I was like, oh, where's my, like, eyeliner? I'm gonna try to fuck around with it. I remember what I was saying, like, way back at the beginning of this video, like 20 minutes ago. These are actually really good for the skin. Pure Derm Skin Solutions Vitamin Makeup Remover Cleansing Towels. It's yellow package. They were 90 cents. And they were on sale for, like, fucking cheap. There were other ones that said, like, new skin on them. And, like, purple, and there was a green one that was also Vitamin Pure Derm, whatever the fuck it was. Oh my god, this is not drying. This is, like, not sitting up. It's not even a thick layer. Hold on. I'll show y'all real quick. Oh no, this one's different. Oh. Oh, my foot is numb. Oh, $1 earlier in here. Oh, here's the other one. But like that one, this one's like kind of the same. They're all kind of the same concept. Like, oh, they have vitamin C and crap in them, or not C, vitamin E. Cause okay, first of all, my sister used to use like a vitamin E oil for her skin, and she'd have it in the shower, and she yelled at me one time for like using it like once or twice. Like I wouldn't even use that much. It'd like be a very little bit. She's like, it's all gone now, and I'm like, you fucking squirt a fuck ton. Okay, these ones are also $2.90. These ones are like, yeah, these ones are the same. Oh, good. Yeah, all of these are cruelty-free, by the way. Kelkin vitamin. Yeah, vitamin E. Like, these all, like, they're all vitamin E infused. I'm pretty sure. And they're pretty cheap for, like, 30 makeup wipes. And they were on sale for, like, real cheap. It's like 5 for 2 or something like that. Like 3, and then she grabbed a face mask and was like, you're gonna use these. I'm like, okay. Forever 21. I want to go shopping. Like, I feel like once I get a job, like, and I make money, like, at the end, like, towards the school year, I am going to try and make enough money to, one, pay off choir fees and help fund my trip. Actually pretty fucking fun. And I have a lot of, like, I don't have overdue fees because those should be paid off, but I probably do have, like, a lot of extra. Like, I at least have, like, $30 to $60 left over from, like, my first year in choir doing fundraising to now. So, like, oh, neat. Like, it's not going towards my fees or anything because, like, my fees should all be paid off because, like, they've allowed me to go on trips and stuff and, you know, be in choir the next years and all that crap. But, I want to go on the trip, and I'm gonna tell my dad next year, because I've been saving up in my box, and I mean, if you watch, I'm using your stickers for things instead of just collecting stickers, which I do like collecting stickers, but I have about $26-ish in here, and sorry, me and my dad both know this song. Was against a me. And the name gets mentioned. And boy, if I get that boy, I'm gonna stick him in a house extension. But Yeah. God damn it, he needs to stop playing that because I'm like gonna get that song stuck in my head, which I already feel like I am. But yeah, I used $1 today, so I had like $27.20 in there, and I used $1. So I'm like, oof. But then again, I got like change back, so I have like closer to like $26.32 ish, maybe a little bit more. I put 2 quarters in there. I don't know why it's not sitting up. What days are gonna take me away? Cause press let the story leak. And when the radical priests come to get me released, we was all on the cover of Newsweek. When I'm on my way, where I'm going, I'm on my way. Taking my time, but I don't know where. When you're riches, but you like just painted your nails, that shit sucks. Like that's me right now. Like I don't want to fucking touch it because like I don't want to fuck around. It reminded me about that. Oh, he tells me just tear up like a little piece of like a cotton ball, like oh like that. I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of a good idea. There, that like itches really bad. Oh my god, I really don't. Oh my god. Okay, so like my aunt was painting my nails, and I'm like, Sue, I need to go, cause I don't know. I was like doing shit. I was just like, let me go. Let me go home. My nails before we go to like my little brother's birthday party. I was black because I'm an emo kid. And who plays guitar. Kids and stuff, they get extra credit apparently if they go see like choir shows and shit. Shows or anything. It's pretty cool. That student council gets extra credit for going to see a show and supporting their school. But it's like, okay, like they talk about dance team way too much. And like I don't hear about like choir, like even band like gets like a lot of attention and shit. And everyone's like, oh, band is always so underfunded. Yeah, but like, what about choir? Like, usually even some schools don't have choirs or anything. And our school's like, oh, yeah, the principal, because the principal goes to the shows now. And it's all like, oh, neat. How amazing our choir is. First of all, like, our choir program, we're lucky to be so good. Like, we're lucky to have a good teacher. We're lucky to have a teacher who cares about us. We're lucky to have a teacher who doesn't sit in his office and watch Grey's Anatomy because apparently the person before Miss Gardner would do that. And I'm like, oof. Because Miss Gardner was only there for like maybe 3 years. East. That apparently, yeah, apparently that person was like, they would watch Grey's Anatomy and shit, just and not teach the choir, and it was like mostly dependent on the people who knew the music. So that person got fired, and then Miss Gardner came in, and then she's like, I'm quitting to become someone better and be a star. and like she's a kindergarten teacher now. She would always talk, oh, my daughter, my daughter, my daughter. Like, your daughter is not you. Your daughter does not define you. Your daughter, oh yeah, she's a huge star. She's performing opera on the strip. Like, cares really too much. I mean, no one really cared about, like, there was like, I think there was like 2, 3 really nice people, like seniors though, and like they came by and I was like, oh my god. And then Brooke, and we saw her last year at our festival, and Murray like screamed, Brooke, and she's like, Murray, and they fucking ran and hugged each other. But like apparently Brooke moved, so like she got out of the rain and Miss Gardner real quick. But like she doesn't shoot. I think she's a senior now, so I won't ever really see her again. In my in my choir we have this girl Kaya. Kaya, she's awesome. Kaya, if you ever see my videos, howdy, I'm giving you a free shout out. I don't know her YouTube channel. I don't even know if she has one, but hi Kaya. That's actually her Instagram name. Hi, it's Kaya. That's pretty neat though. I like that. I think it's been the same for a while. I like that. It's a nice thing. She's really nice. I've known her since middle school. She's really nice. School whore, like, I was like, oh my god, I remember this person from middle school. And like they're like smoking like weed or like doing like clout shit, and I'm like, it's funny, people who like do the whole clout thing, it's like it's kind of lame. Like low key, like it's like you're doing like drugs. It's funny because my dad, like, we told him what lean was, where it's like you put a bunch of shit into like Sprite and cough syrup and take like Xanax with it. Like you put Xans in there, maybe. I think it's pretty much like Xan, cough syrup, and like Sprite. And it's like, yeah, I do lean. And it's like, and dad's like, what the fuck is lean? So we tell him, and he's like, is that what kids are doing nowadays to get high? And it's like, oof. Also, I know like my stepmom means well, but like she's like, you need to get your teeth fixed. Because she saw a girl on TV who had a really big gap in her teeth, and she's like, you need to get them fixed, like braces. And my dad's like, she's fine, we can't afford the braces. But my little sister, she has like really fucked up teeth, so she actually needs them. Really excited about the choir show because, as many of you know, it is May 15th. Y'all should go to it. It's like, I think 3 if you get the tickets early, 5 if you get them at the door. But we're doing the evolution of rock, and it's like, oof. I like rock and roll in that choir, not really. Concert choir is doing like Believer by Imagine Dragons, and it's like Imagine Dragons is like not pop, not pop, not rock. It's pop. Like if anything. Oh, and then ABBA. It's like ABBA's not even like soft rock. Like ABBA's like, you are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Do 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 do. Queen, beat on the tambourine, oh yeah. Like that's like, oh yeah, that's like soft rock, but like in Norway. And I'm like, oof. And he's like, I guess in that era. I'm like, yeah, but like the Bee Gees could be considered like, I started a joke which whole world crying. Oh, but I didn't see. Like, that's kind of rock, I guess. Like very very soft rock, but like the Bee Gees are fucking disco. Like what when most of their songs, like anything that's popular, anything that anyone's gonna recognize by the Bee Gees is like disco, because that's like that was like their popular era thing. My under itches. Like, same with ABBA. Like, it's like Dancing Queen, Mamma Mia. Like, Mamma Mia. Like, all their fucking big hits are fucking, like, disco. Like, not really rock and roll in any way. At least from what I can think. Like, maybe in some places it's like, oh, that's rock. But it's like, not really. It's all like, like, it's on fucking piano. Like, or not piano, but like synth and stuff, kind of. I don't know exactly what instruments they use. There's probably like some stuff in there that's not piano or synth in any way. But then it's like we like have you gotta get right back to where you started from. Like that's soul. Like that's not rock. Like it's supposed to be rock through the ages. Like that's not rock at all. That's like soul. Like it's a different genre. And then like people are like, oh, like grunge, and I'm like, that's technically, but like we're not gonna dance to Black Hole Sun. Won't you come? Like, first of all, I picked a Green Day song and like it was a perfect like it's something like there's only like one line that's like eh. But then again, like Bohemian Rhapsody, we're doing a Bohemian Rhapsody for our closer most likely, and it's like that's like put a gun against his head, pull my trigger, now he's dead. Like that's like worse than the line in, like the one Green Day song. They're like, that's not school appropriate, and I'm like, yeah, it is. It's time of your life. Of course it's in Scooby Doo. That's a kids movie. It was in Scooby Doo. But our choir is doing "Somebody to Love" by Queen, and I'm like, but like then again, the sopranos are like, somebody. And it's like all of their own dad's like, that's gonna be hard, and I'm like, does he realize that's like maybe 4 parts? Really? And then someone's like, oh, Island in the Sun. And then everyone's all like, oh, there's not really harmony in that song. And I'm like, hip, hip. That has harmony. That part's harmony. On an island in the sun, we'll be playing and having fun, and it makes me feel so. Like, there's a little bit of underlying harmony. Like, it's very soft. But literally, in almost every Weezer song, there is some form of harmony. They're just like really weird and hard, like difficult harmonies to like even wrap your head around. You're like, and it's like they're kind of really close knit, so it's kind of like second soprano and first soprano. If any of you are in choir, it's like that, and it's like, thanks, but I don't. I don't want to do that. I wouldn't like say that's like a good song to do for like a choir. There were like songs that's like, okay, these have harmony in them. And Dad's like, you guys could have done Stairway to Heaven. And first of all, okay, the Chamber Boys were like, we're doing this. And it's like, you can't say, we're doing this. Like, you can't do that. You can't say, we're doing all the Beatles songs. Like, no, fuck off. What if a kid wants to do a Beatles song? First of all, I'm gonna, like, say, hey, Mr. Spell, I was thinking for the solo, I want to do a Beatles song or something. Because, like, the Beatles are rock and roll. Roll over Beethoven. But it's like what their mashup will be. So I'm like, okay, if there's like Help or Hard Day's Night in there, I'm probably not gonna do it. And I was gonna say, hey, Dad, want to help me by playing guitar for me? But then again, my dad's gonna fucking criticize me on singing every day if I ask him to do that, because my dad likes to criticize and he thinks it's being very constructive. But it's like, Dad, you can't even hit the note. Shut the fuck up. You don't know how hard it is to actually know how to sing. It's like, like that's fuck. That's why I like never sing in front of my dad. Like I hate fucking singing in front of people, mostly because of my dad. My mom was always supportive, but like my dad kind of was just a fucking asshole, and I would think I wasn't good enough. And my brother's like that too. He's like, shut the fuck up, stop singing. And it's like, dude, thanks. But like my dad's supportive of like me and the choir and shit. And sing, I don't want to hear a whole choir sing, and I'm like self-conscious because of that. Like I used to sing on my own and you'd criticize me like so bad to the point where I wanted to fucking cry. Like It's like, oh, that sounds good, don't stop. And it's like, I'm fucking stopping because, like, I'm not singing with people. Like, I'm good in an ensemble. I'm not good as a soloist. That's why I never did solo and ensemble, even though I probably could do that. Which I might do next year because, like, I've never done it before. And it's like, oh, like, literally, it's like $5 to do. It's like $5 for the packet, and then it's like you do it, and then you're done, pretty much. You get your rating, and if you're really good, you go on to, like, All-State. And I'm like, I'm not that good, and I don't care if I go to All-State, but I care. Oh, I did solo ensemble 1 year of my high school life. And I'm not getting, like, a letter or anything from the choir. Because they had to have been in, like, 3 different choirs. Oh my god, is that my shirt? Holy fuck, that's like, there's, like, nail polish remover on my shirt. I don't understand this. Nail polish remover and deodorant, great. Wonderful combination. Not. I just like being in a choir. Like, I'm gonna fucking miss it when I'm out of high school next year. Because it's like, I don't get to fucking sing, like, in an ensemble ever. And it's like, I'm, like, too bad to be a soloist. And I'm good. It's funny because, like, the best compliment you can get in choir is, Misha, wow, really, like, it was like, instead of, like, complimenting on, like, my clothes or something, because he's like, oh, compliment the person next to you. So I'm like, oh, you're my favorite section leader. Like, you really helped me. Like, the past 2 years, you've been my section leader. Because we have section leaders in choir, too, not just you band kids or orchestra kids. And choir kids all have section leaders. Sorry, theater kids, you don't understand what we're talking about. But like, oh yeah, you blend really well into the choir. Because there's some people who just can't blend. Like my friend Abby, she's more of like, she can blend, but then again, she's always like a little too sharp. Because, I mean, she's a soprano, she wants to go high. And it's like, no, you're going too high, go lower. Like, it's not that high. And it'll be like, I don't know, and no, like a little, just a little bit. And then there's like some people who it's like, okay, you sound really good, but you need to get the rest of your section to sound like that. And I kind of feel bad because the second soprano is always like that section that's like, But then again, I think I'm gonna compliment the people who are really, really loud in the second soprano section. Howdy, friends. Madison Dwyer, because Madison Kim isn't that loud. I'm sorry, Madison, or Maddie, but you're not that loud. But Madison Dwyer, Natalie, who else? There's like, oh, Murray's pretty strong and confident, but there's only like 3 people who are like, they're mostly right. But then again, there's like people who are like, okay. Very quietly. Like I have my friend's like, oh, you know my part, huh? And it's like, dude, how are you in Serenade? How? It's your fucking part, dude. You're supposed to know it. Like, it's not that hard. So many times in class that it's like, I know their part and you don't know it? Like, what the fuck? But there's only like 3 people who know it. And it's like, can we get that note? And it's like, for you, it's like an easy jump. But I guess maybe when it's like other people singing, it's like kind of weird. And I've offered, have I offered? I probably would offer, but like my second altos need me. Because I'm a second alto. I sing the tenor part basically. Well, I guess some tenor parts also are in bass because we could do SSAT. Usually is in treble. I don't know. Our teacher doesn't like that, I guess. Because we did. It wasn't called like SSA. It was like, oh, for treble voices. And like, I don't know, but we were like watching a recording and everyone's like, oh, they blended really good. And I'm like, I don't know if it's like just me, but the guy sounded like boom in your fucking face. Like fucking you just heard the guy, like it's like the sound coming at you like a wall. Just hit by a brick of sound from the men. Not I'm exaggerating, but it's like you could hear the men singing. You couldn't pick out individual voices, which was good. But it's like they were a little bit sharp. Like some of the girls singing. Probably because they had altos singing soprano, which was like, what the fuck are you doing? But like the men singing, it was like, okay, that's like kind of weird. And they did change spots of it. And our teacher, I don't think he was listening very hard to it because I'm like, there's something definitely wrong with this. Like, I liked how they held it out at the end. Like, with a storm I rose but left the thorn with me. What they did was, okay, so basically we did this too for our performance. Like, where it's like, storm I rose but left the thorn with me. That, like, by the end, it's like, first of all, whenever you do that when you sing, like, when you, like, even, like, Led Zeppelin, like, Stairway to Heaven, and she's by, what's the end? She's buying a stair. Okay, hold on. Let's take the ending of Bohemian Rhapsody because I know that better. You know that part, and then it's like, anyway, the wind blows. Like, if you breathe after release or after you end a note, it's like, why is it softer? Like, it makes no sense. And I've tried to Google it, like, well, why is it softer when you release a note? And, or when you breathe in after you release a note? Because it's like, anyway, the wind blows. It's so soft at the end. To me, why it's like that soft. And it makes it, I don't know, maybe it's because you're like, so it's like you're, it just doesn't make too much sense. And I'm like, but it doesn't make sense. But it works. And I really like it. Because our teacher was like, okay, try breathing in after the releases. And it's like, that made a world of difference. Like, holy fuck, like, that's way different. Also, like, astrophysicists say on a YouTube, the most massive, or, like, it was, like, the most brighter, or something like that. And I'm like, you just say brightest, don't say the most brighter. And like, it's like they fucked up on their words, and they're like, fuck. Because I think they realized that they, like, fucked up, and they corrected it. Like, you know, they stumbled a little bit on their words, but it's like, oh my god, I'm, like, so happy to know that, like, other people, like, even professionals with doctorates still make mistakes like that. But then again, there's, like, some people who have doctorates that, like, they'll say shit like that, and it's like, okay, you don't say that in, like, not written language, but, like, spoken language. You can say in written language, like, certain things sound better, like, written down, but, like, in person, when you're speaking, like, Jeremy said, I like pizza. You know, or not said Jeremy, but Jeremy said, pizza is something I like. Like, no one will say pizza is something I like. Unless you're, like, a robot. Like, for some reason, I don't know, like, it's not wrong, but you can also say, I like pizza, and that will mean the exact same thing as pizza is something I like. Like, it's almost the exact same. There's, like, a million ways to say the same sentence, but it's, like, there's certain things, and, like, it's kind of, like, funny to hear people, like, talk, like, pizza is something I like, because, my ex, like, I'm still friends with him, but, he's not from America, so when he learned English, like, he's learning it, via text and stuff. And he speaks it pretty fluently ish. Fluent yet, but like he's fluent enough to like talk to himself, listen to music, talk to me, and like I'll talk pretty fucking quick, and he'll still understand kind of what I'm saying, still listen for keywords, but he understands what I say most of the time unless I'm like, oh, a hanger, and then it's like funny thing, I said hanger, and my friend went all his life not knowing what the word hanger was because it was gancho or something like that in Spanish. So he's like, gancho? Saying, he's like, saying hang clothes on. I'm like, oh, a hanger. He's like, and I'm like, fucking dumbass. But that's another person. But my one friend who didn't know any English until like he was like when he started learning, I believe. He'll say like, oh, pizza's something I like. Like he'll say stuff like that. I'm trying to think of like another weird sentence like that. You read. If I had a grammar page, I could probably read it off. I'll say, oh, falling, like, something along the lines of, like, falling off the edge of, um, comma, what, or the water was very beautiful, comma, falling off the edge of a cliff. Like, it's like, okay, that's but it's like, you could say the water falling off the edge of a cliff was beautiful. Like, that would be easier to say than what I was just, like, trying. But it's like, sometimes, like, things like, oh, like, it's like, oh, that's a little tricky, like, what the fuck? But, like, he was, like, kind of taught, like, stuff like that, where it's like, oh, this is right. And, like, his teacher, I'm assuming, is kind of shitty. A little bit, like, he's learned a lot from me, because, like, he didn't speak English too well before he knew me, and when he started talking to me, it's like, it got way better. And, like, now it's like, dude, he's, like, fluent, he's like, oh my gosh, and I'm like, stop, you sound like a fucking white girl. But, like, I realized that, like, British people say, like, beta and theta. Because it's alpha, beta, and gamma. I know gamma's, like, the weird repulsion, like, symbol. Hold on, I can just draw all of these. That's kind of depressing. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. What the fuck? But, like, gamma's literally, like... Beta's that weird thing. It's like the double S symbol in German where it's like the line and then like the B, but the line is longer than the B. And then theta, which is just basically like a 0 or an O, more like a 0 with a line through it. And usually, find the sign of theta. That's usually what we'll use it for. So like theta, beta, gamma, and like gamma will have like an R on the end, almost like gamma, like idea. Like I hear this everywhere, like no matter what. Like when British people say the word idea, like it's idea, ia, ia, idea. But it's like, I'll have an idea. Like it's like there's an on it. It's kind of like when my dad says refresh, like it's just a water bottle brand from like Albertsons, and it's like, oh, refresh water. He'll say refresher. So it's like if it ends in like an E, it'll have an R on the end almost. So it's like idea. And it sounds kind of stupid. Sorry, British people. I know this is probably just your accent and how you were taught it. But like literally almost every British person I've heard say it has said idea. Or like, I can't even like say it. I'm like idea. Dia. Aluminium. Like, okay, I get it. Like, first of all, it's like weird. Like, aluminium and aluminum. Like, we say aluminum. And then I've heard some British people say almonds instead of almonds. It's like, okay, you guys are like, y'all have like a weird ass accent on that because like we say it like long and usually they pronounce words like long. But like aluminium, aluminum, aluminum. Like that's more long than aluminium. Aluminium sound more like or something, I guess. Not really, but they are. You know what I mean? Anyway. Theta, beta, and beta will be like beta. And I'm like, are these two just like pronouncing it wrong? Oh, and then gamma is like gamma. Almost like some of them have said gamma at least. Not like with the like too much, but it's like idea. It's the same thing, but with gamma, and it's like, oh my god, this like pisses me off in a weird way. Theta, beta, and like I've always been taught that here in America. Like I haven't heard it different. Math is oh, well, it's funny like because they're like in America they say math, but here we say maths, and it's like, oh yeah, math is like a plural thing, but I don't know, they pronounce it singular, and I'm like, math is short for mathematics or mathematiques. So basically, it is plural, yes, but math. I can see maths is just harder to say. It's like way harder than just math. Oh, math. Like we fucking just slap a label math on it because we're just like it's one big thing. The calculator for, by the way, so that's good. But like, it doesn't matter too much if it's plural. At least for me, I don't think. Cause me, it's like I already know it's plural, and I know it's like a bunch of stuff put together into one word. But one word just to label it math. My teacher's a math nerd. She, you know, I don't even know where the word nerd comes from, but I hope it's like something that's like nerdy sounding. Maybe just like an insult, maybe even. That would kind of be mean. My ex like insulted Einstein and said Einstein's a nerd, and I'm like, without Einstein, you wouldn't know a black hole existed. So fall into a black hole right now. Like there's like, I mean, it kind of changed the way we thought about physics because like a lot of shit was changed up. We know a lot more about galaxies and like black holes and like the like how it works, and it's like you wouldn't have your entertainment if it weren't for Einstein. You think? And it's funny, my friend was like debating against him, Einstein, and he's like, MEC equals wait, hold on, because he fucked up, and I'm like, I was gonna like say, hold on, I got the equation. S times so E being energy, so energy equals M, which is mass, matter, pretty much. So like if you have 1 kilogram of matter, or one mass, 1 kilogram. Basically, it's just gonna be a kilogram. So mass, which is the speed of light, because S is like for speed, but it's, or C is, yeah, S, and then L is used for something probably like logs or something like that. I don't even know what we use logs for though, honestly. Oof. And then, so anyway, C, speed of light squared. So speed of light squared is a fucking huge number. It's 1 kilogram of mass times the speed of light squared. How much energy is in 1 kilogram? And as you can imagine, then you have 1 kilogram times million kilometers per second squared. So million kilometers per second times 3 million kilometers per second, I believe, is roughly how that's, I guess, roughly the speed of light, I believe. That's the three, and it's about like 3 million ish, I believe, I think, or 3 billion. I think it's a million though. You get the point. It's like, oh man, I'm tired. But it's like a lot. One times that, or 2 times that, 5 times that, 3 times that, 4, 5, 6, 20. That's gonna be a relatively huge fucking number. So in essence, that's kind of useless a little bit, unless like you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna need that, like that, this, and this. That equation wrong. I'm like, dude, that's like the most well known. Like, I knew that equation when I was like 6. Equals MC squared. Recognize Einstein like looking like a scientist and like having the crazy afro hair, Jufro, as Danny Sixpink says it. It's just so fucking funny. They're all like, "Oh, you're a scientist," and like there's this guy at Nottingham. He's the chemistry professor. Like I forgot his last name. It's something though. But he basically just looks like Einstein. And it's kind of funny because he does look like Einstein, because he's like saying, oh, kids always point to me and say, oh, you're a scientist because you look like Einstein. And I'm like, that's a fucking mood. But like, Donald, how can you get E equals MC squared? Equation. Although, okay, first of all, our teacher is like kind of stressing, oh, you're gonna need to know this, like 6.67 times 10 to the negative 11th. Like, when am I ever gonna need to know the gravitational constant? I mean, unless I'm like measuring gravity, like I'm not gonna need to know that. Like, I didn't even use that. Like, first of all, the ACT you would have like a little bit of physics on it, or like something to do with physics. No, not really. It had nothing to do with physics on it. So I'm like, tired. Oh my god, it's like only like 9 ish, but it's like the ACT had no math on it except for the math ACT, and I'm like, bit of math on it. Like a little bit. It's science. Like there's math in science. Biology, there's math in that. Like, okay, for not like general biology or like general like science, you don't do too many equations. Biology, I don't believe you really do any either. Like, it's only like once in a while, like, where it's like, oh, you kind of need to know how to do this. Like, but it's like math in your head. Chemistry, I know you definitely need that because my brother uses his calculator all the time in that class. And then physics, you're definitely going to need it because you have to do 6.67 times 10 to the negative 11th divided by. And it's like, that's a huge fucking decimal. That's like point not 11, 9 0, or how many? 8 zeros and then 6.67. And it's like, and you just type that into the calculator. But I always forgot how to type it into the calculator because, like, my calculator was special and, like, you couldn't just do times 10 to the negative 11th. You had to do, like, EE 10 negative 11. And it's like, and that's just to tell your calculator this is scientific notation. And I kept typing it in, so I got like 3 fucking problems wrong. So I'm like, and they're like pop quizzes, and I hate pop quizzes. And my teacher always throws it on us, and I'm like, dude, hold up, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. The same with, we're going over fluids right now, and I'm like, dude, I don't know anything that's going on. And we're going over like new shit today, so I'm like, fuck. But then again, we took like an open notes quiz yesterday, so that should bring my grade up a little bit. But it's like, I hope there's like not that much math involved. But there might be math involved, and I'm like, dude, I can't do this right now. Because in Algebra 2, I have like logarithms and shit. Those are a bit much. Algebra 2. Logarithmic equations, logarithmic functions, log anything is like, what? Like me, personally, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I don't understand what logarithms are really. Like, I don't know what they're used for. I just know, oh, natural log, and like sometimes I'll get like a little confused. I mean, it's kind of easy, but it's like, it's a bit much, like, to handle all at the same time. And some kids in my class are like, I can't fucking do this. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, I feel that. I'm like tired today, and like tomorrow I'm just gonna wear like Best Buddies gear or like Best Buddies colors, and I'm like, oh, I like Best Buddies. Best Buddies is fun. Cause, okay, here I'll tell you y'all should know what Best Buddies is. If you're a junior, sophomore, anything, hello. Buddies. But Best Buddies, it's people with like special needs or like disabilities, like any like mental, like they're not mentally there, like they're on the spectrum, all that jazz. Like, so basically at our school it's like the kids with autism, Down syndrome, and even if they're like anywhere on the spectrum at all, and they're usually, oh, you know, best buddies, like you'll get paired up with someone, like you a normal person, like I'm a normal person, so if I joined next year, I would get partnered up with someone like um Josie, I don't know, like I'm just making up a name here, like Josie or Cheryl, whatever. Donald, like uh Johnny, like, and they like they'll be, let's say they're on the spectrum of autism, and it's like, oh, you'll be paired up with them and you'll be buddies with them. And I really like that concept because it's like their whole idea is everyone's included, even like what, no matter what. Which is like, okay, you know, that's pretty cool. Unless it's like, okay, this is an audition choir, and if they're like, things like audition choirs, it's like, okay, people who are like, function like at all on their own, like be able to like live on their own, and they can't really sing, like stuff like that. There was this one girl and she just couldn't. She, it's like she tried, and I'm like, okay, I liked her. She was really nice. I think she graduated. I think she was a senior, but she was really nice. I really liked her, but it's like she couldn't have been in like serenade or not concert, chamber. And I'm like, oh, that must like, because we do have people in our class that like can sing. Like, it's as long as you can sing and like, dance and stuff, because that's basically what the top choirs do. Like, that's literally what they do. And it's like, you should be okay. It's into like concert, because there's a lot of people like from Best Buddies who are in concert and Beginning Women's, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty neat. Actually, I don't know if Tony Anson. I don't know. I don't think she is in like Best Buddies at all. But oh my god, there's so many nice kids. There's some kids who are like really creepy because they literally, okay, there's only like one person who's like a complete fucking creep, because he's nice to certain people, but like some girls, like he'll follow you, and like he followed me around for like half semester, and I'm like, that was really fucking creepy. So I'd hang out in the choir room all the time and like keep my distance, because I knew he would be there after school, and like that shit freaked me the fuck out, because I'm like, you need to stop following me. Like, I pulled him out into the hallway because he was staring into the choir window at me, and I'm like, you can't follow me around anymore, dude, this ain't okay. And he still does a little bit at lunch, and I'm like, fuck off, don't make eye contact, don't talk to me, don't do anything, I'm freaked out by you, I'm sorry. But yeah, I support Best Buddies still, and I'm not gonna join because I can't really do stuff after school or anything like that, because they do have their meetings are after school, but I can't do that. I just can't make it. But the people who do that, I'm like, you go, you do that. There's this girl, Lauren. I don't know if she moved or anything. She was on leadership this year, but I don't know where she went, because she left our choir and stuff, and I haven't seen her around. So I'm assuming she left the school. But she was really nice. She, I don't know who her buddies were, but like, oh my gosh, she was like the nicest person ever. And, it's okay. It's nice to have people who are like that, who have the time, who are willing to, spend time and be buddies with these people. I love that. I appreciate that. And my sister's on the spectrum. My little sister, Allie, if you're watching this, howdy. But she's on there. She's like, not enough to where it's like, something's wrong with her. When you get to know her, Allie, it's like a little kind of like, oh yeah, we know. Like, I didn't know until like recently, just so y'all know. But it's like, oh yeah, she has autism, right? And I'm like, wait, what? Because it's like she acts almost like a normal human. It's just sometimes it's like attention deficit and stuff like that. Like, have to call her name a few times before she'll be like, what? Hi, howdy. But it's like, that's just how it is. That's just how it be. That's just how it do. Like, if she was like, here, like, that'd be a pretty good program for her, but like, I don't think she's like, should be able to do it. And Best Buddies are really nice. A lot of kids are nice. Tony and Abby, I don't think they're in Best Buddies, but they're on the spectrum. Let's say that. But they're really nice people. Like, they're pretty fucking chill. Like, Tony Ann loves horror movies. Like, I didn't know that, and I'm like, dude, that's fucking great. Or I think I told y'all this before, but she got me like this like twisted peppermint thing, and it's like, oh my god, because I told her, I'm like, I love rainbows, like, because like we were doing like Secret Santa shoot, so like we were all giving each other our gifts and stuff, and it's like, I got like some girl was like, oh, I love Pink and Peppa Pig, and I love fuzzy socks, so I got her pink fuzzy socks because I'm kind of cheap and I like scratched out the price. And like, we're not supposed to spend more than $10, but like a lot of people did spend more than $10, so I'm like, fuck, now that makes me look like a cheapskate. Cheapsake. Thanks, guys. I'm broke. Howdy. I came back and I'm like, I saw the pink and I saw the like shreds of tinsel and I'm like, Abby, did you get me this? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, I guessed right, because like Abby was like, because she was like so excited for like me to like get my thing, and she's like, she was hyped up about it. And then when she got, I'm like, let me see. Like, oh my god, dude, she's such a sweetheart. She's so nice. Although some people like don't like her. Like there's certain people like I can see why, because like some people don't have like patience. But like I think, okay, for like some people like, okay, Abby, calm down. It's like, okay, she needs to calm down a little bit. Like with certain stuff, it's like, yeah, I can see why like they'd get a little aggravated, like Mistress, but I don't think he gets aggravated. She's like, Abby, calm down, calm down, calm down. It's good, it's good, we're good. And it's all fine. Usually, nothing happens in classes. It's just like, oh. It's like, wait, what do you, what, okay, it's like, sweetheart, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Just try to fix it. It's fine. Like, that's like kind of like, that's pretty much all that goes on when like we had to tell her to calm down. But she's such a nice person. I love her. It's great. And I told her, I'm like, oh, Abby, I saw something, because I like finally remembered. I'm like, wait, Abby, hold on. I found something that like totally reminded me of you. And she's like, what was it? I'm like, hold on, I gotta find the screenshot. And she's like, Bandana ink machine soap. And I'm like, yep, that's what it was. And then she's like, I was gonna play an anime opening. And I'm like, oh, what was it? She's like, she starts typing Deja Vu. And I'm like, Deja Vu! And she's like, you know it! And I'm like, yeah, it's on my brother's playlist. My period, so like I get really thirsty, but then again, like when I'm like on my ladies time, like I have it different from a lot of girls who will just eat and eat and eat and eat. My thing is like I'm not hungry for the longest time, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're hungry. I'm hungry now. Like it's like I'll eat like in the morning and go until like 7 o'clock at night without eating. Like that's like the long, like, or even like, cause like I don't understand. Like I'm just out of it when I'm on it. Like I forget to eat. Things. And I don't like spacing out like that where I forget to eat. And it's mostly because my body's like, you're not hungry, you're not hungry, you're not hungry, you're hungry. And it's only if I'm on my period. Like normally it's like, oh, I got hungry, a little weary. But like now it's like I'm fucking like tired all the time. I want to sleep. I'm like never awake. Tomorrow's my friend's last day at Palo Verde, and then she's going to Spring Valley. I believe for the rest of her. I don't think she's buying a house. I was like, Chloe, are you guys buying a house? Why don't you just buy a house? She's like, houses are expensive. And then I remember we got our house on a loan, but like it was like a VA loan, so Veterans Association loan. And like they treated us so good. Like we didn't have to pay a down payment, but my dad's like, no, I wanted to pay it, so like I wouldn't have to like get charged extra or something in the future. I don't want to open my legs. Can y'all like not? Dude, I've already talked about this like 80 minutes ago. There was a dude being creepy on here. Don't be like the dude. Anyway. Not choir. Actually, was it English? Remember, kind of. Period. Sad of it on that. It's just I forget to eat, and it's like, what the fuck? But Yeah, tomorrow's my friend's last day at school, and then she's moving to a different school, so we're all gonna celebrate, and we don't know how we're gonna celebrate. I'm like, we're gonna celebrate anyway. So I'm assuming we're all just gonna bring water just to Chloe, like one last farewell at lunch, and then it's like one last walking her to class and one last seeing her like before the bus leaves. Cause usually we don't see each other, and it's like, why don't you text me? And she never does, and I'm like, tears. Um, I'm gonna try to make sure that everyone is there though. Like text people. Oh no, fucking be here. It's Chloe's last day. And like I'm not gonna like go anywhere else. Like I'm not gonna fucking go to the counselor or anything. I'm just like not going to lunch with y'all. We'll do. And when a friend leaves your high school, it's like no. But then again, there was a kid at the beginning of the year that was like, I moved in with a new foster family, so I'm gonna have to like not have this phone and shit. And it's like I'm like, dude, fuck, like that must suck being in like a foster family. I mean, it's probably like good. It's probably better than like an orphanage. In time, it's probably like around and shit. I don't know, like if I don't really know like the whole like system and stuff for foster care, but it's like I guess like if a family adopts you or like first of all, if I had like fostering, it's like, oh, one, I'd be sad to see the kids go, so I'd probably try to like adopt like too many kids, and it's like, let's not do this. But I'd probably like foster, or at least try to foster when I'm older. Like, I would love to do that. I would love, like, cause there's too many kids without families, and it's like I kind of want to be like, there's like still time, like specifically like if they're older, like 10, 11, like it's like okay, and you've been like in the system, and it's like oh let's try fostering, or like whatever. It's like I'd try to like want to like fix them, get them on a good start to life. Like even like if I'm like 40, 50, 60, 70 doing that, like oh my foster parents, like I'm an old grandma when I'm doing it. Like I still want to fucking try to help the community by doing that. Like my fucking neighbor like dies and they leave their kid, like I like try to help out a little bit. Like my cousins, like I want to try to help out with them because like I'm not too sure what's going on, but like apparently their mom's a fucking drug addict. Sorry, that's my cousin, but these are my second cousins, and it's like they're like all in like foster care and stuff. And they're getting a better life than they would if they were with their mom, let's be honest. I mean, they probably, I don't know if they like have visiting rights or anything, cuz like she got her children taken away, so I'm not sure. But we could easily go see them. I don't know where their dad is in this picture, but yeah. Actually kind of like, okay, well, at one point my dad and my mom were like, "Oh, let's try to help cuz like we're family members." And my mom's like their aunt. Basically, yeah. We're their second cousins, so it's like living like with my dad and my mom, but like then all that shit happened, and then now it's like, well, my dad can't really take him because we can't afford it, and I'm like, oh fuck. But then again, like the one girl's like my age, and it's like, oh, I'd like have her number. See, I don't talk to any of my cousins. Like I have a gay one too, which is like, oh, dude, great, I have a gay cousin, awesome, and I think she got married, maybe. Like I don't know, all my cousins are like older than me, and these are like second cousins, and they're like, I'm from the heat, proper from California, but like all my cousins, they're either like, actually a lot of my family, like my aunts and uncles, and my uncles didn't have any kids. But like my aunts had kids, and my dad has like too many siblings to count. But I know that my aunt, on his side, the one that I do know, she had three kids, and they're adults now, and they're like closer to my dad's age, because like she's like 63, 6, Like, she's around my older aunt's age, and my dad's like 10 years younger. Actually, no, she's 67, actually, now that I think about it. She's like a lot older. Hold on. Hold up. 40-year-old sons. So they're all grown up, so like that's kind of weird. Oh, those are my cousins, I guess. I don't have cousins. Same person. You can fuck off. It's like the only young ones are like and I believe they're like 13 or 14 now. 14, 15. Basically, they're only like a little bit younger than me. And then there's like one that's like at least a year or two old now. Or even just like a year. And it's like, oh no, I'm like almost 18, but like I can't take them on. Because like that's kind of weird, but it's like I'm hoping like, hey, can I like get their numbers or a way for me to contact them at all? Because like I met them like one time and like I broke one of their toys and I actually feel kind of really bad about it. Because like I forgot her name. It was like Crystal or something. Name. That's depressing. I know the only cousin that I'm kind of close with was my cousin Lynette in my immediate family, and I grew up with her, even though she yelled at me fucking touching her Care Bears, which I named after the. No, fuck you. I'm wearing pants. No. Fuck off. I don't like that. I'm underage. You can fuck off. It's like YouTube, so like, no. I should talk to my aunt about that because like I really don't know how, and like she's kind of like the one who like has all like the contact information stuff because they actually like contacted her and said, hey, can you like take them? And like she lives in like a 1-bedroom apartment with 4 people now, so like it's a baby, my cousin, my aunt, and then her. So there's 4 people in the house, and the baby's getting older. So she's like, okay, we're probably gonna try to buy soon. So like, that's gonna be difficult. And I'm like, oh fuck, because I wish they would move in like next door or something, because there's a vacant house next door, and that'd be great if they moved in. But apparently they're asking like 200,000 for it. So it's like or 230 ish. Or so like they can't move there because they obviously don't have enough money for that. Like maybe like 100,000. I'm not sure. But my dad's like, yeah, no, they're asking way too much of too much of it. Basically, the house is too expensive. Let's just put it that way. My fucking leg is numb as fuck. Like it gets numb up to like here and then like down, and I'm like, what fucking vein am I on? What artery? What hurt? Who hurt you? Me from fucking sitting on my leg. Over me. Great. Grapes. Oh, I love grapes. Grapes are great. That rhymed. Grapes of Wrath. What was that book? I remember. Never mind. Forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something else. That's okay. Okay, I'll just repaint my toes another day. I painted my toenails. Great. They're like my hands because like I'm a messy painter. Straight line because my hands like to shake and they're like when I'm trying to paint with this one it's like all fucked up. Oh, my foot is regaining. Oh, like a spasm. Fuck off because I don't know who the fuck you are and like you're kind of creeping me out, man. Because, like, your boy's underage, and, like, you shouldn't be saying stuff like that, especially even if you're still underage. Like, you should even be saying shit like that to random people you don't even know. people, if you see whatever they're commenting on these videos, because these do get uploaded, don't be like that. Don't be like that. Holy fuck, it's been like 2 hours. I need to go to bed. That means it's like 10 o'clock.